So we're back with another episode of the Premier Planet podcast. Justin Barlow, Rock and Randy. We're coming off of a big double weekend of action at the Premier Studio, PPW 301 and 302.
So we ran 301 and 302 on July 3rd and July 4th.
Took a gamble, and you know what? I think it paid off.
When's the last time any other area organizations have ran again?
It was before the quarantine started, so we're talking mid-March.
That's friggin' awesome.
Yep. We got 3 months up on the quote-unquote competition.
Here's the thing, I'll said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not going to ever be at a loss for words for indie crap. And it's not about the time you claim you've been in the business. It's about the number of matches. These guys, they'll never catch up.
No. And I mean, the wrestling wasn't that great from them to begin with. Now,
No,
3 months out of the ring, I mean, whatever timing some of them might have had is going to be completely gone.
They had no timing to begin with because your big shots, and this is part of it too, your big shots, your guys, your indie vets, they don't show up and work out in the ring. They might show up to boast or say, kiss my feet, but they're out there in the ring taking bumps, doing drills like the green guys or the guy that walks in on the first day. I had 25 years in this business, maybe more, probably till more. Where once a week for my own sanity, if I couldn't get anybody to go with me, I'd go do drills myself. Mm-hmm. And that's what a real athlete does. That's the difference. That's what scrimmages are. The NFL, every team has a practice team. But these guys show up on their weekend warriors and try to do the spot of the week on the fly and botch that even though they practiced it all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I just had to get that out there because that's in part why we do this shit. It's one of the biggest parts. That's one of the reasons why once in a while we get the, oh man, you should bring in this person or that person. No. Unless somebody can listen and bring something to the table to help grow our organic talent, I'm booking them.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, look at where our guys are. I mean, you got young guys who are already way. We got 17-year-old kids on the roster who could probably outwork some of the 40-year-olds who are self-proclaimed veterans.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
And they got twice the heart too, because at that point, most of these veterans, they're just in it to make a couple of bucks and milk it for all it's worth.
So over the weekend we had the Love Machine Matt Longtime. And that is a great example, Justin, of somebody that I work with. He got ripped off. He paid $3,000 in 1998 to somebody to train him in their basement who only got ring time when this guy would run a show every 2 months. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that ring time was always cut short because he had to take it from storage, set it up, then tear it down, you know what I mean? And if the clock was ticking, he didn't even get a chance to get in there to learn how to run the ropes, you know? But he's a guy that I saw, and I love the way he handled himself, and also the biggest thing was heart. You know what I mean? Marketability. I thought, how can they try to humiliate this guy with the chops and the bullshit? Hey kid, I run Jefferson, Wisconsin and Whitewater, Wisconsin a couple times a month. If you want to come work, just show up on this date, you know? And I put the motherfucker in the ring against myself. Yeah, you know, just to get that final test in. And he asked me, I said, now listen to me. Is there anything you want to do or try today? You know? He just wanted to get in his sky high. And couldn't believe that I would take it for him, especially at that stage in the game. So anyway, we've been up and down the roads a shitload. The Love Machine Matt Longtime was so close to getting a World Wrestling Entertainment contract, man. I forget what year or years now. But anyway, you know, I got him a shitload of work for World Wrestling Entertainment for 4 or 5 years there. I got Longtime booked in Puerto Rico for a couple of shots, working on Japan, which wasn't really his style, but it sure would have been great for him to go over there and add that to his style at the time when 0-1 Japan stood a chance. And it was to the point where World Wrestling Entertainment would call me to book him, and I'd be like, hey, Go direct. You know what I mean? Call the kid yourself. Let's see how he handles his business. He was getting dark matches up until his mother died, and then he just kind of gave up. You know, he went into a real bad 2-year funk, you know?
Yeah, as I think anybody who's close with their mom would.
Well, he didn't have a dad, so she was everything. She raised him right, too. Like I said, as you know, he's a funny guy, but that's a good and decent human being.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, definitely. And entertaining as all hell.
Yeah,
he and Pancho went at it on Saturday, and those two together, I mean, that was... I mean,
it's fucking
I'm still laughing about it.
Yeah, it's fucking magic. Would that be on Pivot Share?
Yeah, that'll be on Pivot Share.
So let's pimp Pivot Share. That match alone is worth the peanuts we charge for Pivot Share, honestly. You're going to love that shit.
Yeah, all of Saturday is going to be on Pivot Share. All of Friday is right here on Patreon.
Cool. And then back to the other thing. The reason I brought Longtime up was because, you know, again with this bullshit, he reminded me of another 2 shows that I booked him on over the years, Justin, and I forget that I drew 3,000 people. 2 other shows I totally forgot about. So you see, that's not my motivation, never has been my motivation. If we could, blah, blah, blah. But guess what happens? People who draw big crowds spend 10,000 to make 5,000, and they're not around for long. I'm not about that. Those are your hot shots and your play promoters, just like your play wrestlers, you know. I want to build these guys and give them the opportunity that I had, or at least 1/5 of it, which was I was in Memphis and I broke in at their age. I was working 8 times to 15 times a week.
Yeah, and look what it's done for them.
Yeah.
Look what it's done for them. I mean, our guys work. Now that we're finally in the clear to do so, sometimes twice in a weekend when we do these Friday tapings, but at least 4 to 5 times a month, they're in the ring in front of a crowd wrestling.
Well, we did the Corona tapings anyway, so nobody lost anything. I mean, you know, some guys, but for the most part, you know what I mean? Those are the guys, that's the heart that it takes, that's the heart that's missing today in the industry as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it was a great weekend. I mean, all of us kind of went through it with an air of apprehension because we didn't know if anybody was going to come out. A, because a lot of people are still afraid of the corona, and B, because it was a holiday weekend. But
yeah, well, we took the calculated risk, and I didn't make shit, but I broke even. The guys got more matches, you guys got more content, and at the end of the day, having those extra matches under their belts is going to help the company, because that's what we're about, is how good our talent is. That is our, what's the word I'm looking for?
Modus operandi?
No. That's our greatest
strength?
No, asset. That's our number one asset, is our talent and how hard they work.
I feel like we were on that old game show. What was that password where somebody would have to describe something, the other person would have to figure out the word?
Well, welcome to my world, motherfucker, because I'm slipping. You know?
And we had some really good stuff over the weekend. I mean, that can't be stated.
Some unbelievable stuff. I couldn't believe how fucking Friday was.
Yeah, we had.
I mean, both nights, but fuck.
Yeah, we had. What did we have Friday? We had an Iron Man match. Pancho and Tim Castle.
You're asking me?
Yeah, Tim Castle won that match to advance to now going into this Saturday. He's going to face Matt Vine for the King of the Iron Man in another 30-minute Iron Man match.
I love when one of our now. Are we the original Iron Man match fucking Inceptor? No. We're the King of the Iron Match Inceptor, and we are really putting the concept on the map and doing it regularly because our guys can. Is it showing off? You're fucking right it is.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's fair to call our guys the Kings of the Iron Man because I can't think of another organization that's doing Iron Man matches, not even WWE, that's doing Iron Man matches on as routine a basis.
No, on a regular basis. And evolving it, making it better, making it different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And then Tim was in competition again on Saturday in an Olympiad freestyle match where Vine was the special referee. 15 minutes he went with Slick Willie, and that was one to watch, especially for Slick Willie never having been in one of those matches before. I mean, they both really brought their A game.
Will is a guy that we're trying to move up to the next level, and he did a real good job of proving himself. You know, him and Tim. You know what I mean? They got ways to go, not a long ways to go, but they're both willing to put in the work, and they got great fucking attitudes, and they listen, you know?
And then the main event on Friday was the tag team title match. Chase and Sem
How entertaining.
put the belts up against Vine and DeMarcio.
So where's that one?
That one's going to be on Patreon. All of Fridays
Okay.
on Patreon, all of Saturdays on Pivot Share.
Cool.
And then Saturday night, the main was, go back to Friday, Jose Acosta, the new champion, he was in non-title action against Zero Gold.
Real fucking knockdown drag out.
Yeah, almost a half hour between those two.
Yeah.
And then he went into Saturday night to go 2 out of 3 falls with Vine to retain the title.
Yeah.
But who was the one who actually literally walked out of there? Vine had to carry Jose back to the dressing room.
Yeah.
Because
they
those two
really-
just beat the absolute shit out of each other.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
And 30 minutes again. So within a span of 2 nights, both of those guys put together had 2 hours of wrestling between 2 guys.
And that's something.
That's amazing.
I'll bet you that. So how much? Let's see. How much? An hour apiece?
An hour apiece. Jose did a half hour Friday with Zero Gold, and then another half hour with Vine on Saturday. Vine did that same half hour on Saturday with Jose, and then that tag match was, I think, almost a half hour too.
Now let's think about this for a second. I mean, yes, we are going by matches like you're supposed to, as far as experience goes in the industry, not the phony years, you know. Let's say these guys that do their 8 to 10 minutes because that's all they can really imitate from what they saw on Raw or SmackDown that week. Okay? So let's say your average indie guy, he can't do 10 minutes and be compelling the whole time. But an indie veteran. But let's go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. That's 6 weeks, or I'm sorry, 6 months if they're working once a month. And they're not being agented or doing anything new, so I'll guarantee you it's the same fucking match every time.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And I love what we're doing. Saying it out loud makes me feel fucking good.
Well, it makes all of us feel good.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're in I don't want to call it a rebuilding phase, but I can't think of another word for it after the corona.
Yeah.
But really, we're working on, getting back into the swing of, having an audience again after not having one for the better part of 3
Trying
months.
to draw a crowd with everybody's fears,
Yeah. And people are showing up. They're putting their faith in us, and we appreciate that.
The energy's been off the fucking charts.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it helps the whole goddamn thing, People are starting to see online and in person. This is the hardest working roster of any company I can think of. Probably even Vince at this point. With if you take out the prima donnas,
Mm-hmm. Well, how often do how often do Vince's guys? I don't know if you know off the top of your head. In today's company, I'm assuming they're at least working out once a day. But how many times are they actually in the ring?
Well, that changes
running
too,
drills?
which is weird. I don't know much about it. Last time I talked to anyone about how they do that shit, Adam Pearce is telling me like your second level guys in NXT, which are still nobodies. I mean, yes, they're somebodies. Don't get me wrong. But by wrestling fan standards, they're nobodies. They were only doing drills half hour to 45 minutes a week. These are guys that are appearing on NXT television,
Meanwhile, our guys are doing camps at least 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, working those drills, working on their timing, figuring out what's going on and how to properly operate in the ring.
Yeah. Being agented like nobody else, I think, today does,
Mm-hmm.
You with me?
Oh yeah, and it shows. It shows. You and I were having a blast on commentary over the weekend.
Fucking killed me.
You were saying you were.
What, I don't even remember.
If you're hearing this on Patreon, as I'm assuming you are, you need to go watch the Iron Man between Poncho and Tim Castle.
Fuck me up.
Rand kept saying he was going to pass out, he was going to shit himself, all these different things. I started to believe it. He had to rest his head on my shoulder. I thought he was going to pass out.
I almost did, man, from laughing and, you know what I mean, fucking excitement. You know what I'm saying? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love shit like that.
Yeah. And here I am trying to play the straight guy, and you're cracking me up left and right.
Well,
You and Poncho.
That's funny too when you make the straight guy's ass pucker. You know what I mean?
And you know what? I actually watched that match back last night. You know, because I love it when I can watch a match back and not have to be Mr. Analysis and have to watch every move, so I can call something and just be able to sit and watch a match. I was laughing my ass off. I even messaged you and told you I was watching it laughing my ass off.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. It was funny, man.
Poncho's become a natural comedian.
Got so many guys stepping up, you know. So many guys stepping up, like Jose.
Oh my God!
You know,
Go to Pivot Share, watch the main event, the World Championship match between Jose and Vine from this last Saturday, which was PPW 302,
July 4th.
July 4th. What a match! Oh my God!
Fucking A.
Intense doesn't begin to cover it.
You know what? They're gonna do the same fucking thing this week after 3 camps as well.
Oh yeah. Well, Vine's got an Iron Man he's got to worry about this week. He's got another half-hour match ahead of him.
Yep. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Mm-hmm. Well, good thing these guys listen and eat that like candy. Now, let's go back to the listening part in case, you know, and I don't care. Like, even if you subscribe or patronize us on Patreon to fucking hate on me, which for some reason that's what I get, you know. I get people either really love me and respect where I've been, what I've done, especially for my age, you know, or they fucking hate my guts because I have, and I'm jealous, and they always try to trip me up on my facts, you know what I mean? And then it ends up being like the fact check ends up being twice of the first initial claim because I forget shit. Or you get those ones that like me so much that they fucking hate me because they're jealous because they never took those chances. Or, you know, they hate me because they can't take those chances now, you know. How many fucking people today that are 22 years old have $100 bill to their name, a Shell gas card, takes off from Memphis, Tennessee by himself in 1988 for a 3-day tryout and can fucking parlay that into 9 months of wrestling 8 times a week? Nobody does it. You know, nobody does it. It took a lot of balls. You know, it took a lot of balls going into the South at that point even. But not to mention the wrestling industry, which was a big rip. And, you know, Memphis, Tennessee, everybody from Chicago, they were prejudiced against.
Yeah, you talked about that in an earlier episode, so you had that working against you too.
Yeah, like ISIS, well, and this is, you know, stuff that I've proved through Handsome Jimmy, Valiant, and Rob Fuller. I'd be like, well, what about Steve Regal? And they're like, well, you know, because that's who trained me. Steve wrestled the Chicago area, but we don't consider him from Chicago because technically he's Indiana, and he was Bruiser's son-in-law. You know what I mean? But they couldn't name one, except for Eli the Eliminator. They liked Eli the Eliminator, who a lot of you guys probably don't remember. He was one of the Max brothers, you know?
Eli the Eliminator. I've never heard of him, but
Real name's John. I met him a couple of times. Nice guy and a bad motherfucker too.
Cool.
But he went out, he paid his dues, and he worked his ass off, you know? They liked Eli and they liked Steve Regal. But they didn't consider Steve a Chicago guy. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm not saying like a self-hater or anything like that, but we really, if history shows us one thing, there's a lot of entitlement feelings up here. You know what I'm saying? In the wrestling industry. Nobody wants to pay their dues, and their vision of what the industry is, or should be, or what it really is, it's skewed. You know, like I said, a guy's claim to fame is he got his ass handed to him by JBL, but they think that that qualifies them as a veteran and a fucking expert trainer. You know what I mean?
Because they put JBL over.
No, they got their ass beat. It ain't even about going over.
Yeah, but in their head, that's what they're thinking. Oh, I put him over.
I don't know what they're thinking. They know the truth inside. That's why they act so bitter and pissed off, you know. Vine was showing me... fuck it. He was showing me and you, I think, a dark match I had. The dark match that actually got Edge hired for World Wrestling Entertainment from Rockford in '97. And I put that match together, and I carried that guy. And when I asked him if he was a baby or a heel, he didn't know. He said, I don't know. They haven't told me what they want. So I said, well, you're going to be a baby face because that's the best way I'm going to be able to carry you and get you over. You know what I mean? I was watching myself against Paul Diamond as Max Moon, and same thing. It was only supposed to be a dark match, but it was so fucking good, Vince put it on television, you know? And myself against BG James, you know? I put that one together with Jerry Briscoe. Not that James just did, he wasn't a wrestling guy. He was in the military. He was an Armstrong, came from the military to work for fucking Vince. And he was green, you know what I mean? So we put that one together. Got him up like $1 million fucking dollars. And then Bigelow, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yep.
So the point I'm trying to make is, and Vine pointed it out to me, some of it, how much I actually did for that company, just that handful of matches. You know what I mean? There's little things that these people couldn't fathom doing because, number one, the nerves, number two, they don't know how to protect themselves, and number three, they couldn't get out of their mind. My function this evening is to make this fucking person look like $1 million fucking dollars. That's how I'm going to get noticed. That's how I got Vince to keep coming up to me and telling me he appreciated me personally. You know what I mean? With the little things. That's what they paid me to do. You know? And that's how I was going to get attention. It comes down to listening. Now back to what I was saying about, there was a kid that they were actually interested in. Tall, good looking, and he had this goofy scream that he would do that caught their attention. It wasn't anything about the work. You know what I mean? It was the scream that he did. They thought, well, it's kind of funny. Good looking, he's big, he shouldn't be able to scream like that. Asked me about him, and I said, hey, get in touch with him direct. Just know my thumbprint isn't on him anymore. Really? Why? Doesn't listen. Just doesn't listen. Says to me, well, you tell him, if he doesn't listen to you, he's certainly not going to make it here. He can't listen to us. Give him 3 months to get his shit together and tell him we're interested. And if he listens to you, you check in with me once a month on him, we'll give him a fucking trial. Kid couldn't do it for 2 weeks. Stop wrestling. You know? That's the shoot. That's the truth. You know?
Yeah. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And
Give him 3 months, he couldn't do it for 2
weeks. And guess
weeks.
what? The indie tards in the area who claim that I don't have any juice or whatever, fuck, blame me because I fucked him out of a WWE opportunity, man. Well, which one is it? I'm full of shit or I'm an asshole? You know? Or both. But the thing is, like, how could I, if I'm full of shit with my claims, how could I be the asshole for killing off his hopes and dreams? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the independent bullshit, primarily Chicago I'm going to speak on right now because that's the one that affects me. This motherfucker actually said, oh, come on, man. You know how it is, man. You know, when I know I got the trial date, then I'll be in shape for it. That's not how this shit works anymore. You know? It's not how it works. They don't want what happened to my generation to happen again. My poor generation, I can't tell you how many fucking guys died before they were 45 fucking years old, based upon the fact that we just didn't know what we know now about training and diet. And we didn't know as much as we know now about fucking steroids. So they want thoroughbreds, and that's how you breed a thoroughbred. The only time a thoroughbred should be not working out and not working out in the ring, you asshole, is is during an injury, you know, and then they come back under the guise of a professional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Times
have definitely changed in that regard.
No, you can't do that like boxing, you know. All those motherfuckers, God bless them, you know, they beat the shit out of each other back in the day, and they fought harder and took a lot more abuse than they can get away with today because of rules and regulations. But, you know, it's good. It evolved because, you know, you had people dying in the ring, people becoming vegetables from boxing, you know what I mean? But those cats would take off for a year. They fight once a year, one giant fight. Well, fuck, up until 6 weeks before the fight, they were big fat tars that were, you know, it was very common to smoke cigarettes, eat like shit, drink like a fucking fish, you know what I mean? Look what happened, you know, how boxing has had to evolve now, you know what I mean? Football, same thing. Poor fucking linemen, all your fucking linemen had heart problems because of carrying all that weight around. Well, now we know more about training than we used to, you know what I mean? Same goddamn thing with wrestling. It's the same goddamn thing. That's what Vince wants. That's what they're looking at. That's what it's going to evolve into.
Yeah, consistency outside the ring as well as consistency inside the ring.
Yep. And how you carry yourself, you know. I'm a funny fucking guy. When I had my confidence and I was working for WWE, as a young guy, you know, I was fucking jerky. Then when I got around it a little bit, I started to be able to be confident, but you got to watch yourself, and I always had to watch myself with being funny or sarcastic, because, you know, I've been taken the wrong way. Like in Puerto Rico, they don't understand my sense of humor. It took me a long time to get over with them, and also meant some fences, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't say, you beautiful son of a bitch, because they fucking thought I was being mean. You know what I mean? One guy still hasn't forgiven me for just saying that. But, you know, up there, it's about timing and being funny. Let's go. You want to talk about Edge? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go ahead and talk about Edge, because you could put that thumbnail up. Isn't he getting current attention?
Yeah, he just came back for he had a couple of matches with Orton this year. I think he's injured again.
No, well, of course he's injured. Look at his age. You know what I mean? And look at how long it's been since he's been in the ring, and he quit because of an injury. So it's even going to be harder to come back at this age. They should be agented, and they should be told and encouraged to not do some big-time shit because of their age, Orton included, which I think he's starting to learn to. But don't try to keep up with these other cats. AJ Styles is older, but he's not Edge's age, and AJ also is a smaller guy. You know what I mean? Maybe not today, but in this, you know, when we're talking about their entire career, Edge probably carried 40 pounds on AJ, 50 pounds on AJ. So all those years, too, you got to take into consideration what that does to a man's body. They're not wanting to see you go out there and Edge at your age and do hurricanranas, or not expecting it, hurricanranas and crazy bumps and crazy spots and shit. You don't have to. You have the charisma to entertain and the fucking name value. They're not going to feel like you fucked them if you give them 10 minutes of exciting shit that's you, rather than 20 minutes just to prove I'm not an old prick anymore. You know what I'm saying? I know this from experience as a guy who was booking Bundy, Snook, and Honky Tonk Man while they could still work and go. At booking Dusty Rhodes while he could still work and go. You know, I know what I know from what I saw. And, you know, Edge has got a major push, and then he got that shit from Vikings, which is one of the top rated shows. So 1997, I don't know if I got called by Chief or by Tony Garea. I had stopped working for WWE. Again, the reason I stopped doing work for them and pushing to try to get a job was because I was making money in the real world, in the business world, making $200,000 a year. Couldn't figure out how to get a manager to run my business to where I could go and make $80,000 to $90,000 as a mid-carder because of my size at the time in 1993. So I just didn't push. I kind of gave up, you know. I don't know how it happened, but for some reason they were calling me direct to come and work. They made some contact with somebody else, I don't know who, I don't really give a fuck who, to book some Chicago area guys to work at the Horizon and Rockford, you know. And I didn't mind going. You know, I like going. I earned the right to go see some of my friends. But I really got off and enjoyed Arnold Skolin, Tony Garea, and Killer Kowalski. I really enjoyed that. You know what I mean? I looked up to them, Justin. So I would go for that. I mean, fuck, Rockford's an hour and change from my home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so why not?
Yeah. So I go there, and I'm not in exactly ring shape, but I go ahead and say I was 3 times a week working out in a ring. You know what I mean? And I didn't look bad. So I get there, and Tony Garea is happy to see me. You know, it's great. Like, that's what I would do, man, is I would just fucking spend most of my time in catering and then backstage watching the monitors with Arnold, Kowalski, and Garea, you know? And what's cool about that is, like, occasionally Vince will just come up and shake his head and make fucking comments like, you know, what a motley fucking crew. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Because it's funny, you know, here I am, man, maybe a third of those guys' ages at the time. Maybe half. Less than half. Less than half their age. But I couldn't get enough of the fucking stories, you know? And I love being around the pioneers of my industry. And not being a mark for these fucking guys, because if you're a mark, they don't give a fuck. But they brought it back threefold. They were great with me. Like, it would be so cool, because sometimes, man, I look over and not before long, I got Kowalski with his arm around me and Arnold with his arm around me at the same time. You know what I mean? So everybody will watch this, you know. I get up to go do something, like, where are you going, kid? I'll be like, I'm just going to go to the bathroom, Walter, I'll be back. You know what I mean? It was great, you know. Quit those cigarettes, goddammit, I smell it. You didn't go to the bathroom, you went to smoke. You know? And I'm not kidding. Walter's funny because he really did sound a lot like the grandfather from Hey Arnold. You know what I mean? So those guys were there, but they weren't as busy as Tony was, you know, because Tony had part in, I don't know if, yeah, I guess he had a part in putting together the matches and influence, but he more or less told people who they were working with. He didn't agent, but he was like above the agents, you know what I mean? So Tony, who I fucking love too, I mean, this fucking guy, I don't know how old he was, maybe 70 years old. You should see the fucking legs and arms on the motherfucker. And he was just a great guy because, you know, him and Luke came from what I like to call the motherland, New Zealand. You know what I mean? Motherland, fuck you, mate. You know what I mean? Kiwi lives matter, Luke. Kiwi lives matter.
I'll make sure to put him in the tags for the if this is the preview for YouTube, so he can chew your ass out in the comments.
Funny, right? So now he'll say he's a good bastard, mate. And if you're a good bastard, it's like the highest compliment you can get in New Zealand. Isn't that great? So anyway, I go and Tony comes up and says, "Look, we got this weird fucking pairing. Don't ask me what. Taka Michinoku and Bradshaw. I don't even think it was JBL yet. Maybe, I don't know. I don't fucking pay attention.
What year was it? 97, you said?
97, yeah.
Yeah, he would have either have been at the end of or have just gotten out of the that relaunch of the Blackjacks that he did with Barry Windham.
Yeah, it was before he really drew any money. You know what I mean? He was a stiff motherfucker, you know, and I wasn't looking forward. Like, if they would have put me against him myself, I would have left. You know what I mean? Because I could see the writing on the wall. I would have left. I don't give a fuck. I got to see my boys. You know what I mean? Again, I had some good fucking vittles at catering. So Tony asked me, like, really cool, like, nice and shit. You know, because I one time said, fuck you, after that I worked Sid when I didn't have to. I did Sid Vicious a personal favor. But anyway, he says, I got you in this thing. You and one of those idiots from the other place are gonna work against Taka and JBL, but JBL is literally just going to beat the fuck out of the other guy, and could you do some of that high flying shit that you do with Taka? I promise you won't even be in the ring with JBL or Jonathan Bradshaw, you know. Now, I know Bradshaw, but he don't know I know him. I never swung from his nuts or anything, but I believe he was broken in by the Sicilians. I'm positive he's the guy that was broken in Texas under Sweet Daddy Falcone, and I forget his partner's name that I don't know, but me and Sweets were family, you know. But I just didn't like the fact that somebody was coming in there beating the shit out of people. I know Vince wanted to Stan Hansen. Stan didn't beat the shit out of you unless you fucking had it coming. Stan laid it in. That was the style. But he wasn't fucking doing that shit that asshole was doing at the time. You know what I mean? So because Vince was in love with Stan Hansen reincarnate or Stan Hansen-esque that could go, this kid just ran with the ball and beat the shit out of people. You know what I mean? So I was like, Tony, I don't care, brother. You know, you pay me the $250 either way, whatever you want, you know. Oh, I don't want to get in the ring with that guy because I know he hurts people. He's like, you won't. You'll be working with Taka. So I'm like, okay, man. Well, you know where I'll be. Comes back an hour later, and he says, I got you out of that bullshit. There's no way of escaping a beating from Bradshaw. He's too fucking green. He's too fucking stiff. He's too fucking aggressive, and he's a mark for himself. Don't worry about that. I put him against two other guys from Chicago, two idiots. Now, the one guy was an idiot. The other guy was not an idiot, but Tony would refer to them as idiots, knowing them or not, just because they were green and had never seen them before. You know what I mean? they were small. They weren't in shape like they are today, or they were on that roster, or like I was. I mean, at least I didn't have a gut, and I was 6'1". You know what I mean? And their gear, there's a big difference. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. So it wasn't personal. That's how the business was. You were a fuck. You haven't earned the right to piss in their locker room until you pay the due. You know what I mean? So, and they weren't real impressive, because now that I remember the night before, we were druids. They were fucking fighting with each other in front of fucking town on how to walk out with a torch. It was very fucking simple. You don't have to say shit about shit. Shut your fucking face and do the shit. Alrighty then. That's it, and you're done. You know what I mean? But they're fucking funny, man. They're calling it like high spots, and they don't even notice. At the time, I don't know if Cornette was there, maybe. Anyway, so he says, I'm going to put you with this kid, and this was the opinion of the kid. He's been with us on a per night deal. He's probably making less than you tonight, okay? He's kind of the shits up to this point. See if you can put together a match with him and get him over. If not, they're probably going to shit can him. That's the truth. That's 100% motherfucking honest. I don't know who this is, but you're paying me to carry somebody. You're asking me. World Wrestling Entertainment is putting its trust in me to put this match together and carry this guy, make or fucking break. Now, I don't know if he knew this or not. I'm pretty fucking sure he knew this or not. I think he was making $200 a night, per night, not a contract. Okay? So I got with him a little bit. Nice fucking guy. Just a nice guy. I like him because he's got long hair like me. He must like the same type of music as me. You know what I mean? Nice, younger guy, At that point, probably 10 years younger than me. Came from Canada, And I just went up to him and I said, okay, man, well, Tony makes the ingratiation and tells him to listen to me. I'll get him over, So I says, are you a baby face or a heel? Make sure nobody's around. He looks at me and goes, I don't know. They haven't told me what they want me to do. I said, well, if I'm going to get you over tonight, then you're going to be a baby face. It'll be a lot easier for me, So we put this shit together, no overthinking. Do what I do. Do what I did as a fucking worker. This is my job. This is my focus. My focus isn't to go out there and get my fucking shit in, Justin. They're not looking at me. They're not looking at me. They're looking at this kid. That means it's his time and this counts. I was going to say I don't know him from Adam, but it's funny his name's Adam, right?
I would assume that he was who you were talking about.
Yeah, Edge, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he was the Edge up to that point, and they just dropped the. You know what I mean?
I know he, at least according to this documentary, he took the name from the Edge from U2, and then just dropped the along the way.
They dropped the
dropped the.
I think he was the Edge still, but that night he was Edge.
Yeah, because they didn't want to hire Sexton Hardcastle.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That was his name before he broke into WWE.
Oh, okay. So, long story short, great fucking match. Met in the middle. Great fucking match with a great fucking story. It was funny because his ass puckered a little bit because when we went out there, they were in Rockford. It's a weird fucking crowd. A good crowd. They're a great wrestling community. If we ever open up, like I says, for Friday nights, I'm going to go to Rockford, or we're going to go to, well, whatever. That was one place too. But Rockford, dude, that's where you want to be. I know because I had television on the UPN station up there for a year. I know those fans. And the people. I love Rockford. Winnebago County's rough, but not for long. They're going to make some changes up there, and it's not going to be unsafe no more. So anyway, I do what I do. I got over, got the kid comfortable out there. We got his fucking ass over like a motherfucker, And I even forget what his fucking finish was then, but we got a copy of this dark match we're not supposed to have. So I come back, and the first one to greet me and say, fuck, man, that's the best he's looked was Jeff Jarrett. He's my friend, That was cool. So then, my old friends, Percival Pringle, a.k.a. Paul Bearer, and, hey, Gunga Den, do you mind? That's my kid. I asked her for some water. That's Rand for. Could you pour me some water, sweet pea? Gunga then, huh? How about a little something for the effort, Gunga? Oh, Gunga's flipping me off. So anyway, thanks, Gunga. They grabbed me, man. I mean, it was cool as fuck, you know. Foley and them are waiting there like my friends, like my real friends, you know. And I told you some of the shit in the past with Foley and who I had my fucking fourth match with, and Percy Pringle, you know, who I was in Dallas with. Percy helped work to get me over down there as a babyface at the end for World Class. So Foley says something, and I think he's, you know, just breaking balls, you know what I mean? Like I says, I had no aspirations to work there anymore, Justin. I didn't, because I was making $200,000 a year. Why in the fuck would I need that? You know what I mean? And he says, dude, that was fucking awesome. You know, he tells me, that kid is green. You know, he worked a handful of matches. Last night he worked wherever they were with a local guy, and it was the same old story. These local guys they put him with, they won't put him with anybody that can fucking carry him or get him over. And all those guys do is steal on him, and he's too green to fucking know it. You went out there, you put the story together and got that motherfucker over. This is the best look they've had at that guy, and you should be proud. And I said, well, great, man. You know me. You step in the ring with old Rand, you got to step it up a notch. She goes, you're not fucking kidding. Stop saying that like a joke. You're a great worker. And then Percy, too. He says, get over here. You realize what you did for that kid? You know what I mean? They're putting me over like a motherfucker. And I'm like, fuck, come on, I'm going to cry now. Stop it. You know what I mean? You know? And Percy had tried to get me hired up there 10 times, 12 times over his course of the year, his career. And Foley, you know, it was just me and those two in the locker room, you know, in our own locker room. And Foley says, and I didn't know if he was kidding or serious, but he said, listen, I am going to talk to the company about putting you with the oddities, you know. And he said, you know, they got nobody that can take the bumps for those guys and carry that thing. So maybe you could be the mouthpiece and take the fucking bumps and do the work in the spots for those giants, you know? And I thought he was kidding. I was like, fuck you, I'm not an oddity. You know what I mean? Then we laughed, hugged it out, everybody went home. About 3 weeks later, I called Foley and I go, hey, I thought you were fucking ribbing me about that oddities thing. Are you being serious? And he goes, I was 100% serious. But guess what? Because it sucks, they're going to kill it off now. So anyway, you know, no skin off my nose. But that's, at the end of the day, what happened with Adam Coleman Edge. Now fast forward 20 years, I don't know how long, 15, 20 years, I'm working at TNA, you know, as the production manager, you know. And I don't like Christian, sorry. I don't like the motherfucker. I just don't like the motherfucker, you know. He tried to trip me up and cause me some bullshit there once. When it didn't have anything to do with me. I can't remember, but they had to change dressing rooms or something. You know what I mean? And he was in the studio next door instead of the trailer. He fucking tried to like put it on me. That's why he didn't know his entrance. He literally like held out and was late and cost the company money waiting for him because I should have done this or that or the other thing. And then they go, actually, which they were gay for him. They would have loved to fuck with me on that. Actually said, no, that's not his job. You know what I mean? No, that you're wrong, you know? Well, then this same motherfucker always coming up asking me, and this was funny because I'm not being an asshole. I was really concerned, even though I'm pissed at him, you know what I mean? He used to ask me every week if I would go get a medium-sized t-shirt of his for him to wear to the ring from the merchandise stand. And I'm like, motherfucker, no, I won't. I'll send somebody. Tell this guy what you need. You know? Like that. You know what I mean? Now, that motherfucker was scrawny. He got real scrawny over there. Like I just said, he would squeeze into a medium-sized t-shirt. My fear was that he was a fucking speedhead. Or a fucking meth head. Because he was pimpled like a motherfucker, always fucking sweating, and scrawny. Okay? I don't care if he fires back at me or not at this point, because it wasn't like I hoped that. I didn't want to see that. you know. There were times when I was really pissed at him and I would want to do or say something because I'm not afraid of him. I don't give a fuck. He didn't have to work or I was. But I didn't have to have everybody in the fucking world know that about me, you know. And people will tell you that. Old timers will tell you that. He probably did his fucking homework and found out it's fucking true. You know what I mean? But, in the same token, his wife would come to the taping sometimes. I think she's German, you know. I didn't let my heat transfer onto that because he would ask me a favor or two to have his wife and a couple of people come in. One of the guys that would come in as a friend of his or his wife's or maybe even an in-law had had cancer. And I thought, well, he must be a decent guy for that at least. You know what I mean? And I would make special concessions so this poor motherfucker, sick motherfucker, I don't even know though, didn't have to roast in that Orlando sun so he'd get his ass in that air conditioning quick. You know what I mean? That's me. So I gave him and Joe, and Joe knows me. You know what I mean? He knows where I've been, what I've done, somewhat. But he also knows I gave CM Punk his first match. This one, Christian, he don't know me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when you say Joe, you mean Samoa Joe?
Samoa Joe, I'm sorry.
No, sorry. Just want to clarify.
I don't know how much he knows about me, but he always treated me like a veteran, like an old-timer, you know what I mean? And I always treat him with respect because I respect him. I respected his believability from the moment I saw him. I always wish that they did or he did something more with his gimmick to go with the Samoa, but definitely not the fucking dancers because I don't think that, I know he didn't like to do that shit.
Yeah, no.
But something, you know what I mean? So, back to the story, him and Joe worked, and up to that point when I was working for the company, let's say 6 months, Christian got fucking tiny. Christian had a lot of acne and back knee, sweating all the time. When I seen him, had a good match and I put them over on a personal level. I didn't like say anything like directly, but I was like, Joe, that was fucking great. And I told the other kid, you know, good. I haven't seen you work that hard since I've been here. So instead of taking the compliment, he fucking says, who the fuck are you? I said, huh. You know? And I go, at the end of the day, I'm the guy that got your partner over so he could get a job, and then Brown knows your way in. That's who the fuck I am. And that just didn't fly. It just didn't get over. So from that point on, I was just like, you know, fuck this guy. And I'd see him and I think to myself, you know, I could fucking jump his scrawny ass right now and beat the fucking shit out of him. Nobody else is around, but I'm like, stop being an idiot, Randy. You're not 16 on the street anymore. You know what I mean? But it bothered me.
Though.
So I called Jeff about it, and he goes, dude, you know, we should have put you over, and you should have put you over more for the fucking worker that you are and the trainer that you are. Number one, what you did with Casey fucking James. Number two, Adam Pearce and CM Punk had Punk had this first match for you, and you trained Adam Pearce. I'm like, I'm not a big braggadocio motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You asked me to come in and help with this company. You told me you couldn't think of the position. I'm the guy who ran the first 50 to 100 fucking house shows for TNA when they were running. 50 to 75, let's say. And me and Terry Taylor, so I just said at that point, you know what, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to deal with talent anyway because your talent's all prima donnas and assholes, to be honest with you. Except for, you know, a handful. You know what I mean? For the most part, they were jagoffs and they were ruined and poisoned and tainted by Vince Russo. And they were also, if they weren't poisoned or ruined or tainted by Russo, they'd been fucked over, so they were bitter and angry because of Vince Russo, who stirs the pot and fucking jerks off about it. You see what I'm saying? These are people's lives. So I said, I don't have to have shit to do with talent. I couldn't do nothing with talent. Nothing. I'm done with talent, brother. You know what I mean? That's not why I'm here. I'm here to make fucking money. Let's get this motherfucker up to the 1.5 so I can start making fucking money. More money than my salary. The money we talked about based upon revenue that I create and savings in production. That's what I'm here for. So at that point, I just said, fuck it, unless somebody came to me. You know what I mean? Talent-wise. And, you know, I get the call once in a while, like, I was at the zoo. It was the first time I was home in 7 months. 6 months, I don't know. First time I was home in months, and I took my youngest, Gunga then, the one just got me the water, with my ex-wife to the zoo on a weekday. I was home for 4 days. I hadn't been home in a long motherfucking time. And I get a call from AJ and a call from Joe about, that penalty box match?
Was that the King of the Mountain match where they had somebody did something, they had to go into the box or something like that, or they had to wait to be released from the box, or
it was just a fucking horrible gimmick.
It was well, I was a big TNA fan back in the day, and I can't even remember how that match worked because it was a close.
I don't remember, but I do remember this. AJ said, "Brother, this thing is going to be the shits. It's a stupid fucking idea. It's a stupid fucking whatever. Me and Joe don't want to drop a fucking turd. We're the last two guys. The goddamn box that they have is a prop. You can't even stand on it. Is there enough time to get us a fucking box that works that we can do a big fucking move off of onto the announcer's table?" I said, "Motherfucker, all you gotta do is ask." You know what I mean? And they thanked me both, especially AJ, for saving the fucking pay-per-view. And that was the only time that thing was compelling. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that. That's all I would do there. Now, again, this was a weird time for me. I didn't want to work for TNA. I liked being in business for myself. I liked being in business for myself as an independent contractor in partnership with Miguel and Savio in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? I even asked TNA, well, in this event, why don't you just hire me and make me an independent contractor? And they didn't want to do it. They wanted to make me an employee. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is fine, Probably best for the time, because I had benefits and shit. But that way I was thinking, I'd get my per day pay, and then I could hit them up for not just expenses, but percentages. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. One time I sold a $10,000, and it wasn't my fucking job to do so, but I sold him $10,000 or $12,000 the first actual real personal appearance. You know what I mean? With Hemi and Kurt and Jeff. Didn't give me shit for that. That was my shit. I could have hired Vince's guys for that shit. But I says, okay, let's see. I'm going to meet them halfway and see what they come up with, a bonus or whatever. Fuck, they didn't do shit for me. You know what I mean? They know how to create money like that out of thin air. You know what I mean? And really try to get some money off of Kurt. The bottom line, when they first got Kurt, every time they fucking ran, they should have hit up a sponsor for a personal appearance to cover the fucking buildings. They didn't know how to do that. So anyway, that's my shit. It's happy or sad. But I always credited the guy and pondered, he is taking care of whoever this person is, an in-law or a friend that has cancer. So he can't be a total jagoff. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as the business went, in Memphis, Dallas, Puerto Rico, Vern, Vince in the day, he would have got his fucking head split for being such a punk and a cunt. That's it. So, nothing against Copeland. Every time I see him, I nod, happy to see each other, shake hands. We don't fuck with each other, one way or the other. I'm not going to go up and say, remember what I did for you, pal? I'm not like that. You know what I mean? The only reason I bring it up is because it's true, and because of that bullshit with Christian, 15 years ago. I know I'm a cocksucker for hanging on to it that long, but it kind of pisses me off. If Rand hadn't got that kid over, he probably wouldn't have got hired. If he wouldn't have got hired, and I'm not saying I got him hired, I'm saying he probably wouldn't have gotten hired. At that point, when he gets hired, man, it was up to him to work his dick off to achieve what he achieved. He achieved all that. I take no credit for that, Justin. I'm not that fucking jerky. But either way, it's a connection. Our lives are connected. Our personal is connected, but our professional is connected. All from one fucking match.
Yeah. And you know what? One reason I love doing this podcast is because I learn so much new shit every time we do it. I mean, I knew that you had that dark match with Edge. I didn't know you had that kind of business relationship with Christian. And I mean, obviously all the details about your time from TNA, I've heard a lot of those, but it seems like every time TNA comes up, I learn new shit about that too.
They fucked up their own shit.
Well, that's true. I'm still bitter about that because I think I've mentioned before, like back in the mid 2000s, I was a bigger TNA fan than I was a WWE fan, and I had to watch that ship sink and just go and just imagine what could have been. You know?
Well, that's where I planned on setting up shop. That's where I made major commitments, and I ate shit and took chances and worked harder than you even know. And someday we'll try to. In fact, told him that shit from the beginning till the fucking end. You know, and again, Rand was in the same position when I got fired and I started to blog. My blog was called The Power Driver and was getting 1,000 unique visits a day, dude. 30,000 a month. At the time, it was getting more unique views than ROH, their website, including the message board, okay? It was a big deal, and the biggest thing that I told everybody was that what TNA was doing to my fucking production workers, they independent contractors, and to the vendors. They were fucking these people over by 4 months so they could cook the books and make it look better to borrow more money from Panda. Never thinking about the individuals they were fucking over. And I said, it ain't going to be long till they start doing it with talent. And it was a year and change. Then they're all believing me when they find out some people haven't even gotten their last fucking handful of checks for when they worked. You know, they were even fucking over their names, people that meant something, like Eric Young and James Storm, you know, for example. They fucked everybody over, and it was the same bullshit. And it started with production, and when a company starts that shit, it builds up. It's an avalanche, man. It's a snowball effect, and it's only a matter of time before it starts happening to talent. Now, your top guys, and they had to let go of Angle because they couldn't support that anymore. Panda pulled the plug. Panda guaranteed his $650 or $675 a year. You know what I'm saying? Panda guaranteed the Bischoff money. Panda guaranteed the Hogan money. You know what I mean? But TNA was fucking everybody. And I told them it was coming in. You wouldn't believe, because we didn't know each other at the time, the flack I was getting from the fucking internet about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know?
Because everybody on the internet knows everything, and you can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Dutch Mantel used to call me on a weekly basis. Well, we talk a lot, but on a weekly basis, he'd read my blog and go, "You motherfucker, you're like Nostradamus. You said this shit 4 weeks ago and it happened exactly the way you said it was going to happen. How in the fuck did you know?" I'm like, Dutch, I told you before I got here, and that's what made me so skilled. I had legitimate business experience. I know what I see from, trending in business. You know what I mean? It was no bullshit. It was the truth.
Well, the sad thing about TNA is that even the fans like myself who were paying close enough attention, we saw the writing on the wall, and I said, maybe about a month or two before it happened, if they ever lose AJ, that's going to be the death of the company. It was on life support when Dixie took over. But I said if they ever lose AJ, that's going to be the death of TNA. Sure enough, a month or two later, they lost him, and you pretty much never heard them again. They became a glorified indie company.
Yeah, they to be honest with you, they always were. Yeah. AJ and Joe. The sad thing is, and I'm grateful they got to where they're at. These guys, got to where they're at, and they're both good fucking human beings too. Play their cards right. Now they have something to live on, and they can retire. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that fucking TNA killed their gold, their money making years. They were with TNA during their youth. They were with TNA when they were not injured yet. They injured themselves for fucking TNA for peanuts. The best contract they had was $85,000. It's not worth it.
No.
Bumping into that fucking piece of shit stiff ring held together with goddamn come-alongs and fucking chains. When I got there, AJ and Joe killing themselves, Chris Daniels killing themselves in that piece of shit before I fucking fixed it. It's the first thing I did.
And you know what? You probably deserve a lot of credit for adding years to their careers, because AJ's still wrestling at 42, 43 years old. Daniels he's got to be closing in on 50. I know he's still wrestling, at least part-time.
Yeah.
Joe is in and out of the ring, but still, when he gets in the ring, he can still go like it was 10 years ago.
Yeah, but boys, I think the way they say it now is they're trying to make Joe commentator behind the scenes. They want to keep him there, because of the type of person that he is. And Joe is the type of person that is a fucking great addition to any company. I don't care what industry he's in, because the way he thinks, the way he acts, and the way he is with people. He's a good person.
He's been over in every company he's worked for. He was over in ROH, he was over in TNA, and he was over in WWE. In fact, he and AJ just last year, I think, or the year before, they had a whole program over like 3 months. They even went into SummerSlam, and it was compelling and
just
entertaining as all hell.
Just imagine if you could have done that with these motherfuckers 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
That's what we were trying to do. That when I got there, that was the fucking plan. But I don't want to get into that now because sometime we'll do a whole fucking TNA thing.
Yeah, we can do TNA. We can do like a special 2-hour podcast.
Dude, we could do 2-year podcasts. No, I'm serious, man. Fucked up.
Go through one each day at a time as it happened.
You know? No, I'm not trying to like fucking start. I don't give a fuck. Christian, whatever the fuck. At the end of the day, I'm not asking for nothing except for fucking respect. It didn't have to be that cool. It could have been like the guy the night before that fucking stole on him so he looked like shit.
Yeah. Could have been a mark for yourself, as you said.
Yeah, but again, like I'm telling you, that wasn't the business, you know? That wasn't the business. You know what I mean? That's not the business. That's when that shit started to change. The territories were gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and that guy that tried to steal on Edge, I mean, how many nods did he get from the guys in the back? You went in there, you did your job, you did what was asked of you, you made him look good,
I did the right thing.
Which was the goal, and then you had Foley and all these other guys telling, basically, I don't want to say kissing your ass, but...
No, not kissing my ass, giving me
your
respect that I gave them. Because don't think for 1 second, Mick Foley did a lot for me. Especially carrying me for 20 minutes, and I had no business being in that fucking match. You know? Coming to fucking Dallas, Texas, giving me more criticism 3 years later, that fucking simple things that helped my career. Him and Mike Davis, Percival Pringle, helped me become a babyface, learn how to be a good babyface that drew money. You know what I mean? But also, let's not forget that time that fucking Mick Foley went out on a limb for, I forget how much money, but a shitload of money to go do that personal appearance so he could take that fucking money to the Houston Astrodome and donate it to the Hurricane Katrina shit. And spend 2 days with the fucking victims in that unconditioned stank-ass Astrodome. You know, so, yes, man, I appreciate it. He's just being a friend. That's just being a friend. You see how I am with you and the guys when they do something good. Mm-hmm. That's what they used to do with me, too. They're up my ass and tell me, that was the fucking shit. You set the business back 50 years. When you do something good, that was fucking great. You know what I mean?
Like no middle ground.
Yeah.
You either fuck the business for life or you're the greatest thing that ever happened.
I know for sure, I can't remember exactly who, but the night before, Jim Ross for sure noticed these Chicago goofs, and that might have been in part why those two idiots ended up going to get the ass whooping. No, the one's not an idiot. He was just green. The other one's an asshole and an idiot. I'm not going to say their names, but one was just green at the time. The other one was an asshole and an idiot. So, and you know, fast forward however many years, he's the biggest asshole and idiot in the area. You know what I mean? AAW won't fucking... You can't work for AAW in this guy. Even if you're a fucking name or, somebody that doesn't mean anything. They just won't do it. Because they don't want...
It's guilt by association.
Yeah, and they don't want that shit affiliated with their product, you know? So yeah, we gotta call Mike. You asshole!
How am I the asshole? You're the one who's friends with him.
I was just kidding. Remind me this week to call Mike, and we'll schedule that where we have Mike on the phone for the podcast with AAW. Mike's a good guy.
Yeah.
And I can see that being good for both of us.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
I am too, man. Like I say, you'll see. He's a good guy. A lot of fucking heart.
So I think we covered some. We're over an hour again. Didn't feel like an hour.
Yeah.
We covered some good stuff today. A lot of stuff that I didn't know, which is one of the main reason I like doing this podcast, because I get to learn a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff I forgot.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think what happens is we start walking down a certain road, and then you start remembering all these little landmarks.
Yeah, and Longtime peaked some of my memory this weekend. That's why I wish I'd been more, because there's so much shit, dude. There's so much shit I used to do. I mean, like I said, for 6 years, without having a name for myself in the industry, I supported my $300,000 home and wife and children, you know, with wrestling, you know.
Yeah. You can make it work for you.
I did, you know. Now I'm trying to grow my balls back, and that's basically what we're doing here. We're just not doing it as fast as I was able to do it then. And also, the world has changed, and we want it to be a little bit bigger than that was. Because we did have regional TV. We were on UPN station from Madison to Rockford. Television's not like that anymore. I don't even know if there's a UPN station. I personally don't watch anything on a mom and pop station anymore.
Localized television is kind of gone the way of the dinosaur.
But hey, motherfucker, hopefully next time we talk to you people, we'll be at 40,000 YouTube subscribers.
Oh, we will, for sure.
Yeah.
We added 30 today, I think, by noon, so...
Wow, what, 38, 39?
I don't know what the actual
Whatever.
count
Well,
is,
I know
but last I checked, we were less than 200 away from 40,000 subscribers.
So keep supporting, because it's only going to get better, and we're going to have some really cool shit coming up. I'm going to talk to you about, because I don't think we should talk about it on the air. I don't mind if the fans hear it or our patrons hear it, but I just don't want the indie tards to hear it and pick my brain anymore. I can't even tell you how many ideas have been stolen. Someday we'll talk about Ring of Honor and Axis.
Yeah. Yeah, we got, I mean, with everything you got swimming around up there, we got content for probably years at this point, so
yeah,
you guys don't have to worry about us running out of content anytime soon.
No, but I just don't want to talk to people about numbers and trends and future trends, because the biggest thing, and let's close on this is a good idea, I'm glad this came to me now, when someone tries indie crap, POW, Chicago style wrestling, they won't come back if they're not friends and family, or, you know, people that have been brown nosed, that if you fans only knew the way they talked about you behind your back.
Oh God, yeah.
But anyway,
it's sad that so many fans out there who are brainwashed, who don't know they're brainwashed, because they're brainwashed.
Yeah, but it's okay. But we're talking about like casual fan, or even your educated fan today, or internet fan today. They come and they see that and they think that we're all the same. So if I start talking about future trends, and you're talking to a guy that literally owned the name ProWrestlingOnDemand.com for 15 years before streaming became a fucking thing, streaming service became a fucking thing, then these assholes are going to get in there. So what we're doing now, like with Patreon, we're the first, if not one of the first, you know what I mean, to do it. I've got something that goes hand in hand with that. I don't want to say it while 10 other retards do it. Sorry, I don't mean retards. 10 other legends in their own mind do it, because then you're going to possibly see that one before ours and not subscribe or not patronize us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know what? The numbers don't lie. Like you said, 40,000. Probably by the time this airs this week on Friday, we'll be over 40,000. And so, and we thank you guys for helping us make that happen. Yeah. Because if you're putting enough faith in us to support us here on Patreon, chances are you're supporting us on YouTube too. And for every 10,000 views we get a little bit more attention from YouTube. So
yeah,
they're more likely to push our stuff and more likely to.
No, they're not.
No,
we don't. No, truth be known, we don't really get shit. YouTube doesn't help us.
Yeah. I only have so much to do with the YouTube, so you guys know all that, the analytics and everything.
No, it sucks. It sucks compared to what it was. If it wasn't YouTube, if YouTube was fair and honest, there wouldn't have to be Patreons and subscriptions. You know what I mean? They make the money off the ads. We make not enough to pay the light bill. You know what I mean?
I never
That's
thought
the
it
truth.
That way.
Yeah, it doesn't even pay the light bill every month, but. We appreciate the support. There certainly doesn't hurt, and it gives us the opportunity to sell our products, shirts, Pivot, Share, Patreon.
Yep. And so remember, this last weekend, if you weren't able to come out for either or of our double back-to-back weekend, you can get every match from Friday on Patreon. That's at our $5 tier. At $3, we're going to give you everything except for the Iron Man and the tag match. If you want to see those, that's at our $5 tier. And then all of Saturday night's going to be up on Pivot Share.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think it's a good note to end on. So thank
right.
you guys for listening in again, and stay tuned as always, because like I said, we got content for probably years with what he has swimming around up in his head.
Yeah, dude, so many stories, you know, real ones, you know. Mm-hmm. Like I said, that's the greatest attribute. That's what I meant to say earlier. Asset, attribute, same thing. Our greatest asset or attribute is my experience. The fact that I had the balls to take chances and took them and made most of them work.
Yeah.
You know.
And why don't we end by saying this too? Remember, it's a give and take here. We're not just throwing stuff at you and expecting you to give us money for it. We want to make this a partnership. So if you guys have any feedback, please don't be an asshole. That's our one condition. Remember, we always say that. But if you got questions, if you got feedback, if you want to pick Rand's brain about something within reason, leave us a comment. You know.
And just remember this week, it's not who you know, it's who you blow.